Welcome back to Prop News Time. Here are the headlines for the day. Surya Regional Water Supply Scheme and Mumbai Metro Lines 2. AN7 win big at Build India Infra Awards. 2025. The Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority MMRDA secured two prestigious awards at the Build India Infra Awards 2025 in recognition of its groundbreaking infrastructure projects. The Surya Regional Water Supply Scheme received the Impact Award in the water sector for its role in addressing the water crisis in Mumbai's western suburbs, while Mumbai Metro Lines 2A and 7 were honored with the Impact Award in the urban transport sector for enhancing connectivity and easing congestion. Both projects have significantly improved the quality of life for millions, contributing to sustainable development and better urban mobility. Arunachal Pradesh. Itanagar embraces smart growth with ropeway, e-buses and major infra upgrades. Itanagar is undergoing major development with projects enhancing urban mobility, energy and connectivity. A new ropeway and 10 electric buses are being introduced to reduce traffic and promote sustainability. A multi-story parking facility accommodating 108 cars has been inaugurated under the Smart City initiative. The construction of NH 415 has faced delays, prompting possible contract termination. The state government has inaugurated 14 projects worth INR 102 crore and laid foundations for 21 more worth INR 126 crore. A 132 kV transmission line and substation are under development to improve power supply. Additionally, Dhoni Polo Airport in Holongi has boosted regional connectivity, supporting Itanagar's emergence as a modern, sustainable city. Thane's real estate market continues to display steady growth driven by infrastructure and demand. Over the past couple of years, Thane's real estate sector has demonstrated consistent growth, establishing itself as a prime market within the Mumbai Metropolitan Region, MMR. Residential demand surged, with a 6.8% quarter-on-quarter increase in Q1 2023, and property rates rose significantly across key locations. Infrastructure developments such as the Thane-Borivali Twin Tunnel and Metro Line 4 have enhanced connectivity, boosting investor confidence. Major developers launched successful projects, while commercial and retail segments also gained traction. Rising construction costs and interest rate hikes posed challenges, yet Thane's affordability relative to Mumbai maintained its appeal. MRDA unveils INR 40,187 crore budget, with INR 35,151 crore for infra in FY 2026. The Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, MRDA, has announced a INR 40,187.4 1 crore budget for FY 2025-26, with 87% earmarked for infrastructure projects. Approved by Deputy CM Shri Eknath Shinde and presented by Dr. Sanjay Mukherjee, the budget supports metro expansions, tunnels, coastal routes, and regional water projects. Key metro lines 2B, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12 and roadworks in Mira, Bhayandar, Vasai, Virar, and Alibag are prioritized. Revenue is projected at INR 36,938.69 crore with a INR 3,248.7 crore deficit to be covered via land sales and loans. CM Shri Devendra Fadnavis emphasized MMR's role in Maharashtra's economic vision, calling the budget a vital step toward becoming a trillion-dollar economy. MADA to build 19,497 homes across Maharashtra in FY 2026, with INR 9,202 crore budget. MADA will construct 19,497 housing units in FY 2025, 26, allocating INR 9,202.76 crore to address Maharashtra's housing needs. Mumbai tops the list with 5,199 units and INR 5,700. 49.49 crore earmarked, including INR 2,800 crore for BDD Chawl redevelopment. Other allocations include 9,902 units in Konkan, 1,836 in Pune, and 1,608 in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Redevelopment projects in Jogeshwari, Bandra, and Goregaon are also funded. Mahada's push aligns with broader efforts to improve housing access across income groups and support regional urban development. Odisha launches Antyodaya Gruha Yojana to build 5 lakh homes for the poor. Odisha CM Shri Mohan Charan Majhi launched the Antyodaya Gruha Yojana in Kalahandi, aiming to provide housing for the poorest sections of society. The scheme aims to construct 5 lakh houses over 3 years, with an investment of INR 7,550 crore. Each beneficiary will receive INR 1,20,000, and additional essential services like sanitation, cooking gas, and electricity will be provided. The scheme prioritizes families affected by critical diseases, disasters, and those in need of immediate housing. Dharavi residents must submit verification documents by April 15 for housing eligibility. Residents of Dharavi have been given until April 15 to submit their documents for verification to determine if they qualify for free housing within the redevelopment zone or rental housing outside it. Navbharat Mega Developers, Pavit Limited, has tasked the Dharavi Redevelopment Project/Slum Rehabilitation Authority, DRPSRA, with the survey. The move comes amid opposition from local political parties, with nearly 63,000 out of 95,000 structures already submitting documents. The redevelopment master plan is expected soon. YIDA forms committee to complete JP projects in Noida. The Yamuna Expressway Industrial Development Authority, YIDA, has set up a 4-member committee to oversee the completion of stalled JP projects along the Yamuna Expressway, benefiting 4,600 stranded home buyers. The committee will issue a request for proposals to select developers and ensure home buyers receive properties at the original prices. A High Court ruling mandates strict timelines for project completion, with a nodal officer appointed to manage payments and ensure construction funds. Affected projects include JP Green's Bougainvilleas, Country Homes, and others. M3M Group on track to close INR 1,300 crore with India Bulls loan by Q1 2025. The NCR-based M3M Group, a luxury real estate developer, is set to fully repay its INR 1,300 crore loan from India Bulls by the first quarter of 2025. The loan was used for the purchase and development of the M3M City project in Panipat. Having already repaid INR 802 crore, the company plans to pay an additional INR 331 crore by March 31, 2025, leaving a remaining INR 167 crore to be cleared within Q1 2025. This repayment will make the group debt-free, reflecting its strong financial discipline. The project, M3M City of Dreams, is the group's first major venture in a Tier 2 city. Tamil Nadu government allocates housing for 100 construction workers. In a recent event in Madurai, 100 construction workers were given housing allocation orders by the Tamil Nadu government. The initiative, coordinated by the Tamil Nadu Construction Workers Welfare Board, also provided welfare benefits worth INR 82.17 lakh to 1,121 workers. With over 80,000 registered workers, the board has disbursed INR 108 crore in assistance since 2021, ensuring social security for construction workers and unorganized laborers across the state. Goa Police to digitize tenant verification process. Starting this month, the Goa Police will implement an online tenant verification system to enhance security and streamline the process. This initiative aims to reduce the paperwork and manual checks currently involved in tenant registrations. By shifting to a digital platform, authorities expect to speed up background checks and improve overall compliance. The move will make the process more efficient for property owners and tenants alike, while enhancing safety and ensuring timely verification. Digitization is a step towards modernizing policing systems in Goa, focusing on convenience and security. ARERA fines Hyderabad builder Indian rupees 4 lakh for violating project registration norms. The Telangana Real Estate Regulatory Authority, TGRERA, has imposed an Indian rupees 4 lakh and 20,000 fine on a builder for promoting a Pathasading the Sanali Pinnacle project without necessary approvals and registration. Despite the absence of required permissions from the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, GHMC, the builder proceeded with marketing the project. TGRERA has ordered the developer to register the project and cease all marketing activities until compliance is met, with further penalties possible for non-compliance. ED attaches Indian rupees 95 crore assets in money laundering case against Gurugram real estate firm. The Enforcement Directorate has attached assets worth Indian rupees 94 crore and 82 lakh in a money laundering investigation against Siddharth Chauhan, promoter of Siddhartha Build Home, Pavat Limited, SBPL, following complaints from over 950 home buyers. The allegations claim the company failed to deliver homes on time after collecting Indian rupees 520 crore. Chauhan allegedly diverted funds to other ventures instead of completing the promised properties. The assets include land and buildings in Gurugram. The ED's action is part of a broader probe based on complaints filed by the Delhi Police's Economic Offences Wing. Bhubaneswar Development Authority reviews the progress of town planning schemes. The Bhubaneswar Development Authority, BDA, has reviewed the progress of its town planning TKEP schemes across 9 revenue villages, with notable developments including 60 kilometers of embankment roads and 64.9 kilometers of drainage work. BDA is focusing on expanding infrastructure through 14 new TP schemes and ensuring planned development with utilities. The BDA aims to complete 45 TP schemes along a 64.9-kilometer ring road, advancing the city's urban growth while addressing landowner concerns through ongoing hearings. Andhra Pradesh sets up district-level allotment committees to allocate land to the underprivileged. The Andhra Pradesh government has established district-level allotment committees, DLACs, to streamline land allocation for economically disadvantaged sections of society. The initiative aims to ensure fair and transparent distribution of land to the underprivileged, particularly those in need of housing. The DLACs will oversee the identification and distribution of land for housing purposes, aligning with the state's objective of providing secure living spaces to low-income families. This initiative forms a key part of the government's broader plan to uplift marginalized communities and promote equitable development. Raipur's Indian rupees 1,500 crore budget focuses on urban development and women's welfare. The Raipur Municipal Corporation has proposed an Indian rupees 1,529 crore and 53 lakh budget for fiscal year 2024 to 2026, prioritizing urban development. Key initiatives include the construction of women's hostels, a Divyang Park, and infrastructure upgrades. The budget allocates funds for public safety, welfare schemes, and social services, with capital expenditure set at Indian rupees 789 crore and 89 lakh. The proposals aim to enhance sanitation, employment, and the city's overall infrastructure, supporting women's empowerment and community development. Fiscal year 2025. Mumbai sees 9% rise in registrations, 22% jump in stamp duty collections. Mumbai's real estate market experienced a 10.3% year-on-year increase in property registrations in March, with a record Indian rupees 1,597 crore in stamp duty collections, marking a 45% year-on-year growth. High-value transactions drove the growth, with residential properties making up 80% of registrations. For fiscal year 2024 to 2025, registrations rose by 9%, and stamp duty collections increased by 22%. Premium properties, especially those priced above Indian rupees 2 crore, saw an uptick in demand, signaling shifting buyer preferences toward larger, higher-end homes. The western and central suburbs remained the dominant real estate hubs, accounting for 78% of the total market share. However, the central suburbs experienced the most significant growth, increasing their share from 29% to 34%. Nashik Municipal Corporation introduces new property tax system for rental properties. Effective April 1, the Nashik Municipal Corporation, NMC, will levy a 30% additional tax on both residential and commercial rental properties, replacing the previous high surcharges. Earlier, residential rental properties had to pay a surcharge of 100%, while commercial rental properties had to pay 400%. Property owners will need to provide tenant information to benefit from the new system. NMC has appointed private agencies to conduct surveys and ensure proper tax assessments. Delhi Civic Body attaches 88 properties and 87 bank accounts of tax defaulters. The Municipal Corporation of Delhi, MCD, has attached 88 properties and 87 bank accounts of property tax defaulters across various zones, recovering approximately Indian rupees 25 crore and 75 lakh in outstanding dues. The crackdown targeted several areas, including City SP, Civil Lines, and Rohini, with significant recoveries. MCD has warned property owners to clear their dues before the deadline to avoid further actions, with extended office hours to facilitate payments. Ghaziabad farmers to receive 4 times the circle rate bid for Harnandipuram land. The Ghaziabad District Administration has approved compensation for farmers whose land will be acquired for the Harnandipuram township at 4 times the existing circle rates. The compensation varies across 5 villages, with rates ranging from Indian rupees 1,020 to Indian rupees 7,200 per square meter. The project is part of an Indian rupees 15,000 crore initiative backed by the government, with Indian rupees 400 crore already allocated. Additional benefits, including developed plots in exchange, will also be proposed to affected farmers. Kolhapur seals 25 shops over tax and rent arrears. Kolhapur Municipal Corporation sealed 25 shops in the Kapiltirth vegetable market for unpaid rent, taxes and utility dues dating back to 2015. The operation, carried out under police protection, recovered Indian rupees 15 lakh from rent defaulters. Additionally, Indian rupees 2 crore and 90 lakh in water supply arrears was collected from the Central Railway, and a 50% discount scheme on outstanding bills helped recover Indian rupees 13 crore and 60 lakh from citizens. The municipality continues its push to recover overdue payments and enforce regulations. Park Medi World files Indian rupees 1,260 crore IPO papers, with SEBI Park Medi World, operating under the Park Hospitals brand in North India, has submitted draft papers to the Securities and the Exchange Board of India, SEBI, for an initial public offering, IPO, aiming to raise Indian rupees 1,260 crore. The offering comprises a fresh issue of Indian rupees 960 crore and an offer for sale of Indian rupees 300 crore by promoter Ajit Gupta. Proceeds are earmarked for debt repayment. Indian rupees 410 crore Hospital development and expansion, Indian rupees 110 crore. Medical equipment procurement, Indian rupees 77 crore and 20 lakh, and general corporate purposes. Mother Dairy allocates 600 crore rupees for new processing plants in Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. Mother Dairy plans to invest approximately 600 crore rupees to establish two new fruit and vegetable processing plants in Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. The Gujarat facility, located at Itola near Baroda, will receive an investment exceeding 400 crore rupees, with construction expected to conclude within 2 years. The Andhra Pradesh plant in Kupam will require an investment between 150 crore rupees and 200 crore rupees. Land acquisition is currently underway. These initiatives aim to enhance Mother Dairy's agricultural processing capabilities and strengthen its market presence. Mumbai. SRA relocates Gautam Nagar slum dwellers to clear land for new High Court in Bandra. The construction of the new High Court building at Bandra East progressed significantly with the relocation of slum dwellers from Gautam Nagar, facilitated by the Slum Rehabilitation Authority, SRA. The 2.25-acre slum site is part of a larger 30-acre plot earmarked for the project. Under CEO Dr. Mahendra Kalyankar's leadership, SRA held multiple consultations, offering nearby Bandra East housing to 138 families. On March 26, 2025, 96 tenements were allotted via a transparent lottery, with provisions for shopkeepers and vulnerable residents. The relocation, set to conclude by April 10, was widely praised for its fairness, sensitivity, and efficiency, demonstrating strong coordination between PWD, SRA, and the community. Metro News. EPC model approved for Visakhapatnam and Vijayawada metro projects. The Andhra Pradesh Metro Rail Corporation has approved the implementation of metro rail projects in Visakhapatnam and Vijayawada using an EPC, engineering, procurement, and construction model. This decision aims to save 20 crore rupees per project by avoiding interim consultants and leveraging experienced retired officials. The board has also authorized the process for selecting general consultants, in line with multilateral funding agency requirements. The Metro Corporation's regional office will also be relocated to new premises in Visakhapatnam by May 2025. How smart cities are driving investments in the real estate market. Smart cities in India are reshaping the real estate market by integrating technologies such as IoT and AI, making urban spaces more sustainable, efficient, and livable. These advancements have led to increased investments, driven by modern infrastructure, digital connectivity, and government initiatives like the Smart India Mission. Smart cities are becoming key hubs for both residential and commercial properties, with a growing demand for smart homes and commercial spaces. Additionally, the focus on sustainability and green building certifications is attracting long-term investors, further enhancing the value of properties. CoStar ups bid for domain to 4.43 Australian dollars per share in 2.8 billion Australian dollars. Deal US-based. CoStar has raised its bid to acquire Australia's domain holdings to 4.43 Australian dollars per share, valuing the deal at 2.8 billion Australian dollars, 1.76 billion US dollars. Despite the increased offer, Domain's shares fell 4.7% amid investor concerns over valuation. The acquisition would mark CoStar's entry into the Australian market and could challenge dominant rival REA Group. Nine Entertainment, which owns 60% of Domain, supports the revised bid and could gain 1.4 billion Australian dollars in proceeds. Domain's board has agreed to grant CoStar due diligence access. The deal could reshape the real estate classified sector, especially as market conditions improve with falling interest rates. Trump Organization targets multi-billion-dollar projects in Vietnam. amid tariff concerns. The Trump Organization, in collaboration with a local partner, is set to launch a series of multi-billion-dollar investments in Vietnam, focusing on golf courses, hotels, and real estate projects. The first project, valued at 1.5 billion US dollars near Hanoi, is scheduled to break ground in May 2025. This move comes as the US faces trade imbalances with Vietnam, leading to potential tariff risks. The Trump Organization plans to expand further with additional investments in the region later this year. That's a wrap for today. Tune in tomorrow for the latest headlines.